The world of electric skateboards has been exploding. You're seeing these things pop up left, right, and center. Now, I made a video a little while back. Evolve Carbon GT, right, Jack? Oh, a little more juice. Now, you probably noticed that in front of me is not a box or something at all that resembles a longboard. This company right here believes that electric skateboards don't need to be that big. Maybe they could be a little bit more portable. Maybe there's another way to think about them. So in front of me here is one of the first models of the Lou electric skateboard. That's right, I said Lou like Lou. And you see, so that was just too good to be true. Actually, this Lou is spelled L-O-U. This Lou is L-E-W because that's the way Lewis is spelt in my case. So I guess I can settle it once and for all in the comment section. You want to address me, do it the right way. Kickstarter or Indiegogo, I'll link it down below. I think there's a few days left on the campaign. The motors are built into the wheel, which is different. She is a new electric skateboard that is fast, portable, reliable, and durable. She's made of carbon fiber, has 2 motors in the back wheels, and an internal battery in the deck. You can ride Lou even when her battery dies. So I guess you can push it like a traditional skateboard when the battery dies. You can ride Lou if it is wet or raining. So would you check that out? It looks a lot more like a normal skateboard. A tool for the trucks. These trucks look a lot more like traditional skateboard trucks, to be honest. Power switch, charge port in that location over there. Ooh, check out the grip. Nothing too bright or flashy. The remote here. A couple of LEDs to identify if you have juice, to accelerate, brake. It charges micro USB, so no batteries necessary. Rechargeable, that's good. Micro USB cable as well. So the front wheel looks kind of like a traditional large skateboard wheel, but here it's covered up, and that's because the motor actually lives inside this wheel. Probably the most appealing thing about this to me is just how understated it looks. I mean, it doesn't really scream electric skateboard at first glance. First impression here, I'm excited to try it out. All right, so we're outside. Would be the obvious place to test an electric skateboard. The longboard, Tom has it somewhere, so we're gonna do, I don't know, maybe we'll do a little race at some point. This is a far more portable version, as you can tell. Plus, as I think I mentioned earlier, it works like a normal skateboard too. You can see there's no holdup. I can just pedal it if the batteries happen to run out. On the remote, there's 2 settings. So if you slide to the right, that's gonna be your safe mode, your basic learner's mode. It's not too fast. And then if you go to the left, it's actually pretty quick so far in my testing. So anyway, we're gonna ride it around, see what it's all about, compare it to the other one, and give you some feedback. Big Tom! Woo! Hey, bud, easy there. Ooh. He overtook me on the drag race. It has a more gradual acceleration, so it can get up to a pretty fast speed, but it doesn't fling you off. It's not as twitchy as that one is. That said, when you are at a high speed, since you don't have such a long wheelbase, you kind of feel a little bit more wobbly, I would say. I'm actually kind of amazed at how fast this little thing can go. You can see it's got the belts, it's got a whole belt system up there, and that's part of the reason why you can't really pedal this thing without resistance. Out here, there's probably an advantage for this one, but super urban scenario, look at how much shorter this thing is. Plus, with the lip on the back, you can quickly change directions on this thing. Whoa, easy there, bud. It's kind of tough to compare the two because I really feel like they're for different customers. I feel like a lot of people may have held off on those longboards just because
of the lack of portability. Compared to the Lou board over here, which, as I've said throughout the video, in an urban environment, it's gonna be tough to beat. At the short wheelbase, you're not really bothering everyone. It looks less like an electric skateboard. You can get it a little bit wet. Everything's sealed underneath of it. The Frog's a big fan of the Lou skateboard. Look at him. He also rode both, and he says go for it. This thing's a lot of fun. If you haven't tried an electric skateboard before and you're like kind of on the fence about it, this is a good way to get into it. It's not as expensive as the other one, and it's far more portable. Anyway, check out their Kickstarter. I think it's plenty fast. Any faster than that, with a wheelbase like that, you're face planting, right, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That might be your first electric skateboard. This might be the electric skateboard that you want. It might have all just happened right here on Unbox Therapy. You're welcome.